Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to review what I received from Azure Standard for the months of March and April. Thank you for spending time with me again today. Today I'm going to share with you what I received in my March and April Azure Standard order. My orders were so small for the last 2 months, I figured I would put both in one video. If you don't know what Azure Standard is, it is an online company that provides organic, all-natural, GMO-free fruits, vegetables, among other items that you can purchase without having to go through the middleman of the grocery store. You can order individually online and have stuff shipped directly to you, and you foot the full bill of the shipping cost, or you can order and pick up at a drop location. When you pick up at a drop location, a truck like this one here will show up at a designated location, and you and your friends will help unload, and you would pick up your produce or whatever you ordered at that location. And then your shipping cost comes way down, which saves you a ton of money. They have multiple routes that ship all over the country. They'll ship once a month to your drop location. If you're interested, I will have my link in the description box below, and you can place your order using my link to their website. Let me get into the orders. First, let me share with you the March Azure Standard order. Today we're going to talk about the very small March Azure Standard haul that I had this month. Before I get started in explaining the different items that I bought, let me just show you the very small order that I have, and we will get into the descriptions of each. So let's start with my 5-pound bag of carrots. And 5 pounds typically lasts me a little longer than a month if I'm not making a lot of soups and stews and things of that nature. But 5 pounds is my typical order. In addition to that, I ordered some butter, and I typically get at least 6 packs of butter. This name brand is a grass-fed butter. It's I think a high quality butter. It's European style, and it is so smooth, it's so rich, it's delicious. I also ordered some Santa Cruz lemon juice. It's pure lemon juice, and I think this is better than that stuff in the green bottle. It's pure lemon juice. It's not that fake artificially flavored stuff that you get from the store. So this is the good stuff. I will buy this by the case when we're in the canning season. I also ordered 1 pound of cumin, and this is cumin seed powder, and I'm practically out. I have nothing left, so I wanted to order some. I will try growing it this year for the first time, so I just still don't think I'm going to grow enough for a year's supply because I've never grown it before. So this year is an experiment to figure out what I need to do, and then hopefully I'll have it right by next year. So this is to help support me until that time. And 1 pound of cumin may last me a year because I don't use it that often, but it does go into anything I want savory from a tomato-based product. So there's the cumin. And then this is my comfort food. Oh my goodness, I love these things. So I travel a lot for work, so I'm in airports all the time. I probably spend just as much in airports as I do at home sometimes. And I ran across this brand, and I typically don't buy potato chips and that kind of stuff, you know, in the airports and, you know, that kind of stuff. But when you're waiting on a flight and you don't have time to sit down and eat, you get what you can. And so I ran across these sea salt kettle brand potato chips, and I didn't think I liked potato chips. These things are delicious. They're delicious. And they're expensive, very expensive. So when I found out that I could get these by the case on Azure's website, there was nothing to think about. So I got a case. There are 6 bags No, let me correct myself. There are 9 13-ounce bags in this case of chips. And that's it. As you can see, March was a very small order. And today I received my April Azure Standard order. April was also a very small order. Let me share with you what I purchased. The first item that I purchased is this Maple Valley Dark Roast Organic Maple Syrup. It's 1 quart or 32 fluid ounces, and I order this all the time. I love it. It's pure organic maple syrup, and it tastes delicious. It's a dark and robust maple syrup, and I find it to be richer than the light maple syrup. I also purchased roughly a 5-pound block. This is actually 5.47, so just under 5.5 pounds block of organic mild cheddar cheese. And this is where the big savings come in. If you don't get anything else from Azure Standard, just getting cheese is enough to pay the difference in anything else that might be a little higher priced. Mild cheddar cheese. Need this for our homemade pizzas. I also purchased 1 pound of yellow organic ginger, and I started making my own dressings for home, and some of them call for fresh grated ginger. So I thought I'll purchase some, and this is more than what I need. So I was also thinking about planting some in a container. I've seen multiple people do it online, so I'm going to give it a try and see if I can grow my own ginger. I also purchased quite a bit of butter. So this is my go-to butter when I can't get this other one here, but it's a Grazier's grass-fed butter. It is a salted butter, and it's a European style butter. And this butter is delicious. It tastes so much better than any kind of butter you can get out of the grocery store. It is a little more expensive, but once you make a cake, a pie, or spread this on some warm homemade bread, you'll understand why it's worth the difference. But that's my second choice. My first choice is this name brand right here. And I'm bad about messing up names, so let's see if I can say it. Rumiano. I think I said it right. Rumiano. It's an organic butter. It has sea salt in it, which is new. I'm not used to seeing sea salt on it. It's also grass-fed, and it's also European style butter. Typically, when it's time for my order to close, they're already out of stock of this butter, and I can't get it. And for several months, I went without getting butter because I thought I was going to be able to get this butter. So I always put this one in as a backup, just in case this one's not available. And it was available this time, and it comes in a pack of 3, at least the one that I purchased. You can get a pack of 3. I think you can get 1, you can get 3, or you can get a case. And I got 2 of those. So I ended up with 9 8-ounce blocks of butter for the month of April. I also ordered some green organic cabbage. This is supposed to be about 3 pounds. Depending on the size of the cabbage heads, you might get 1 big cabbage head versus 2 smaller ones, but they try to give you about 3 pounds. This is 2.6 pounds, and the type cabbage that I've been getting from them typically will last in my refrigerator up to 3 or 4 months, depending on the type. But this is organic, it's green, and delicious. I like to mix head cabbage with my bok choy. Delicious, delicious. And then the last item that I got, I'm going to hold it up for the camera here, is a 50-pound bag of artisan baker's craft flour. I've ordered this multiple times. I make breads with it. I make pies with it. I use it like an all-purpose flour, and it does an amazing job. I actually purchased this in the month of March, but I forgot to put it on March's video because I already had moved it to my deep freezer. When I order flours or grains, I usually put it in my deep freezer for up to a week so I can make sure that if there's any eggs or bugs or anything like that living in the grain, which is possible when you're dealing with all organic and even some of the stuff you can buy in the grocery store, there could be bugs living in the grains. So I put it in the deep freezer for about a week to make sure I'm killing off any organisms that might be alive in there. Pull it out, and then I put it into my 3-pound or 5-pound food grade buckets for storage, waiting for me to use it upstairs. One of these usually lasts me about 6 months or longer. Just depends on how much homemade bread I'm baking. But let me hold it up so you can see the container. I'm going to try to zoom in for you. But it's an Artesian brand, and it's delicious. And that's it for the April haul. So thank you for stopping by. Thank you for checking in on both March and April's hauls. The link is below if you're interested in going to Azure Standard to check out their website and online ordering. Click on the link, it'll take you right to the site. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm getting very close to getting 1,000 subscribers. So please subscribe to the channel so we can keep this content coming. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye-bye.